Hello everyone, welcome back to Sequencing 101. Today we are showing you how to do 20 FPS sequencing within animation. So this is obviously the smoothest way to do a little animation on a image panel in the game. You have seen it done before by people like Tizzy. Obviously it's really cool. So this is the guide on how to do that. Now what you need is image panels and you need sequences. And all your images are set. I would like to give a bit of credit to another YouTuber named Lazy boi-oh, which he does a lot of stop motion animation in Theme Park Tycoon 2, and he showed me a very early version of this kind of sequencing, so credits to him. Please go subscribe to his channel is in the description. Anyway, on with the video. Before we move on to doing any sequencing, you need to have your images set what you want to animate. So I recommend you have the amount of images divisible by 5. It can not be divisible by 5 and it will still work. So today what I will be demonstrating with is a Kylo's coffee sign and a Kylo's kebab sign. So what's going to happen is the Kylo's coffee sign is going to slide across and reveal Kylo's kebabs instead. So this will obviously be your image when you do it. So make sure that all your frames are relatively close together. And if you I'm doing the quick version in this video. If you want to refine it even further, do it in 1 steps and it'll be the smoothest thing. So first thing you want to do is you want to mark your sequences 1 to 5. So I always say closest one to the right is 1, and it goes 2, and it goes up to 3, across to 4, then up to 5. This will be the order we'll put sequencing blocks in. Now, let's get to the sequencing part of this, the hard bit. Now, before you continue with this video, please have all your images ready, or at least the frames ready, so you can do this quickly without error. Obviously, you will make mistakes on this. This is very hard to do, but I'll zoom in on the sequencer and I'll show you exactly what to do with it, and it should be easier. So we're going to start sequencing. So this is the first image that you're going to see on the image panel. So if you want obviously to hold it on the image, if you like doing a sign or something, just put it 2 seconds and voila, this will be Kylo's coffee, Kylo's traditional coffee even, for 2 seconds. So the next bit is the next part of the sign. So this is where having your images loaded is helpful. So you want to start on the first sequencer. You want to start on the 2 second mark. Obviously, if you're doing an animation, you start on the 0 second mark, or it depends on how delayed it is. But no matter, it's better to start a whole number. So we're going to put the first image in, which is going to be this one. I apologize, guys. I am just pulling these out of my Roblox creator page. So what should happen now? It might flash a little bit when you're doing this, but it means you put the images in correctly. Obviously, I'm not going to bore you with this. Well, I'm not going to bore you with this when I've explained it all. So, yep. Let me move on to the next one now. This takes a while, guys, but it's worth it in the end. So, you move on. You've done sequencer 1 now, so that's Kylo's coffee, and then it shifts over to the left a little bit. Now you move on to sequencer 2. You grab the same image, go to 2 seconds, and then you push it along a little bit so there's a little gap between the 2 mark and the block. Then you put your next image in. And that should be that. Once you've done this, it's easy from here. It's just a matter of images. So next one, you find the 2 mark, you shrink it down, you go 1 gap, 2 gaps. So the gap's a bit bigger this time. and then you add your image. And slowly but surely, it should start adding up. Obviously, after this, it'll be just fast recording of me just doing it. So, okay, so you move on to your next sequencer. Grab your image, shrink it down. You go 1 gap, 2 gap, 3 gap. And obviously, making sure that it's a bit further away than the second one. Or the third one even. So you grab your 4th image, you put it in here, and then you move on to your 5th one, which is the last one in the sequence. So find the 2-second mark, shrink it down, 1 gap, 2 gap, 3 gap, 4 gap, and then you grab your 5th image. And it's simple like that. So now, if I was to play these on a timer, these would usually be done on a sequencer if you're doing them for a dark ride or something. Doesn't matter what order you put these in though, they will just go all at the same time. So if I put this on a 1 second, oh, maybe not, 4 seconds, what is it? What should happen? It should flicker first. Let me just pull myself over here. You see how it moves across a little bit. So the end result will be this instead. So the next bit is simple. What you want to do is you want to go back to sequencer number 1 and just honestly clone it over, and then put your next image in there when it loads. And then you move over to do the exact same thing, and obviously get the image, put it in, without putting a hashtag in, and there it is. Obviously same thing with 3, moving along, put the image in, make sure you put the right image in, otherwise it might look a bit choppy. This is obviously why I say do it in multiples of 5. But also when you make the images, mark them for which one's which. Just obviously with their names, because obviously it gets difficult. Because I did it last time and I didn't name them and it was a mess. Which is then I started giving them names. And honestly, this is the rest of the process. Oh, I am now officially finished with the design. Well, the sequence even. And this is the result of what you can get Obviously, mine's a bit choppy because obviously it's a more of a slowed down version of it. When you do yours, I should be expecting that you'll do it like frame after frame when you're doing your little animations. So obviously, it's although I've toned it down a bit, it's still quite smooth. And obviously, it just stops on Kylo's kebabs for a bit. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And obviously, if you guys want to see anything else in Sequencing 101, just put it down in the comments and I will try and explain it. But yeah, this is how to do 20 FPS animation in Theme Park Tycoon 2. Thanks for watching, guys.